There's chatter in Chile. DaBrat and Judy Jessica Dupart's marriage might be falling apart, and some are speculating that DaBrat could soon reveal the truth about her own shady past and what caused her to part ways with Judy. But let's be honest, does DaBrat really have room to point fingers at anyone else's history, given her own tumultuous past?
It was so quick that it just happened. Like, the bottle it just on top of my head. Before I can do that, I mean, I'm just standing there, just relaxed and just
Grab a seat and get some popcorn, because things are about to get real messy. Unless you've been hiding under a rock, you've likely caught wind of the rumors that DaBrat and Judy are heading for a divorce. Word on the street is that DaBrat is also battling for full custody of their son, and to win, she might have to prove the child would be better off with her than with Judy. And that's where Judy's supposed shady actions come into play.
Bad enough, my child can't get a "What's up, little James? How you doing? How things going?" You know, all he got was lies like, "Hey, I'm gonna take you here for your birthday." Never happened. "I'm gonna take you here just because." Never happened. Everything y'all seen my child get, that's all he got. Everything that y'all seen him get. If y'all didn't see him get...
I don't know why so many of Judy's scandals seem to involve kids, but one of them had her getting dragged for doing Lil James dirty.
We want to be done with that contract. The contract that everybody thought we signed that changed our life. And it was... No, there wasn't a...
For those who remember, Lil James went viral around 6 or 7 for being absolutely hilarious, and Judy, like she's done with many other kids, reached out to his family, hoping to leverage his popularity to promote her products. But when things didn't go her way, she reportedly turned on Lil James, telling him he wasn't funny. Sources say she made the poor kid feel like a failure, and according to his mom, Judy's behavior was downright evil. To make matters worse, she allegedly locked Lil James into a contract that took all the money he earned and funneled it straight to her. When his mom spoke out about the contract, it turned out it was even worse than anyone had realized.
She told me to quit my job. She got me for me to go work at her warehouse. Oh yeah. Sis was shipping out them products to make a little change for her churn, because what she was giving was not enough. So yeah, it was right. It don't tell you nothing because I ended up watching it. So it was, I'm going to pay your rent, which is $1,400. It was $1,400. I'm going to pay you $1,500 for pro. We were supposed to be getting money off the shirts, but that went left real fast. And plus, it was pointless because once we got the first big walk back of the shirts, she took us off dump for putting the money into the shirts. Then, like, amount went for shipping and handling. And what was left, we had to split that in half. Although we was the ones going in that warehouse shipping out the shirts, sending the emails. It was, yeah. I get half, you get the other half, because we business partners. But once business partners moved, after she told me she would not move and leave me there by myself, it's like, girl, I don't have time for you. Like, I'm about to just get this one on to do this job, this one on to do this job. Only job we had was do the 4 posts for $1,500 a month.
Allegedly, in addition to the situation with Lil James, another issue DaBrat is bringing to light involves a child drowning in Judy's pool. While it may have been an accident, what's raising eyebrows is how Judy reportedly tried to frustrate the child's mother and even threw her former assistant and ex-best friend, Shia Solich, under the bus. There was even a wrongful death lawsuit filed by the mother, which clearly points out how Judy tried to shift all the blame onto Shia. For some background, in the summer of 2018, Judy offered Shia a job with Kaleidoscope and asked her to move to New Orleans. She described her as her assistant, but Shayna did not have a specific job title and was not limited to getting cups of coffee. She provided event coordination services, like arranging flights and hotel accommodations, and also helped manage Kaleidoscope operations by paying bills and handling invoices. Shia even provided her opinion with respect to the company's marketing and would overall perform a range of various duties whenever she needed to. According to the lawsuit, a tragic incident occurred when 4-year-old Andy, the child of Bovie and Kia Joan Juliette Walker, drowned in Judy's pool on September 5, 2019. On August 5, 2020, Judy was sued for wrongful death and survival damages following Andy's death. On that day, Kia and Andy arrived at Judy's Lakeview home in New Orleans for a makeup session. Shia Sulich, Judy's former assistant, had arranged the appointment with Kia and answered the door when they arrived. The Lakeview house had a backyard pool but no security fence or covering. Once inside, Kia and Andy went to a bedroom where Judy was working with a personal stylist. Kia began preparing for the makeup session, and Andy asked if she could see the pool. According to the lawsuit, Judy told Andy she would take her to the pool after the session, but before it ended, Judy instructed Shia to take Andy to the pool. At some point, Shia took Andy outside, but she quickly returned with Andy just a minute or two later, only for Andy to leave again shortly after. Kia assumed Shia was still keeping an eye on Andy. However, about 10 to 15 minutes later, Shia returned without Andy. When Kia asked where Andy was, Shia reportedly said she didn't know. Kia rushed to the pool, but tragically Andy had already drowned. The lawsuit pointed out that Shia had been in charge of watching Andy and questioned whether she had a duty of care. Kaleidoscope, Judy's company, argued that Shia wasn't officially employed at the time of the incident and didn't bear responsibility. Judy also filed a motion claiming there was no factual basis for her liability in the situation and that she owed no duty to Andy. After the incident, Shia and Judy's relationship soured, leading to a public feud. A few years later, Judy and DaBrat, who had married the year before, announced they were expecting their first child together. The baby, conceived via IVF using Judy's egg and an anonymous sperm donor from a cryobank, was named True Legend. I never thought I was going to have kids. I just thought it wasn't in the cards for me. I've had a great career, a full life, I felt like, because I didn't get pregnant earlier on then. It just wasn't going to happen for me. I can't believe he came from me. It feels like a dream. He's perfect in every way. The journey to motherhood has been more amazing than we could have ever imagined, but here's the thing: Shia has 2 sons named True and Legend. Coincidence? I don't think so. Honestly, knowing Judy, she probably named her son after her ex-BFF's kids on purpose, either to dominate or send some weird message. She knows Shia's kids' names, so why would she choose both of them for her son, especially considering everything that happened between them? I get that True and Legend are trendy names now, so maybe one could be a coincidence, but 2? For many people, this just proves that Judy's been playing a diabolical game the entire time. Shia definitely saw what was going on, and she responded in a post saying, "There are so many names in the world. My 2 sons' names did not have to be it. I advise you to back off. I don't do well with demons trying to attack my children. I am ready for war at this point. One name I would say, okay, so many people have that name, but to take both of their names, all negativity will be blocked. My page, my peace, my kids. Don't mention others on this post." In a separate post, Shia threatened to expose Judy's dark side, writing, "I'm so fed up with you and your wicked ways. I've stayed quiet for years, despite all the paid interviews and blogs trying to get me to speak out. But now you name your child after my kids and you've gone too far." Allegedly, Judy has scammed numerous people, with some claiming that she let others like her ex-girlfriend take the fall for her actions. Some blogs have even labeled her a professional scammer, suggesting this could be how she built her wealth. I came across a thread that discussed how one of Judy's exes went to prison for scamming with her, and when the ex was released and wrote a book about it. Judy supposedly bought up every copy and sabotaged her efforts to keep people from learning about the fraud and how Judy set others up to take the blame. Then, there are the mysterious arson incidents at 2 hair salons she owned, which led to a settlement with her insurance company. It's no surprise to many that Judy has a history of shady dealings. Some even say her marriage to DaBrat was a calculated move. With reports of their alleged divorce, these are just some of the things DaBrat has been revealing behind the scenes. Given her time with Judy, she probably has even more dirt. On the flip side, some people believe DaBrat has no right to expose anyone's past, considering her own sketchy history. Isn't this the same person who was arrested for allegedly assaulting a woman over VIP seats at a Georgia nightclub? It's said that during the altercation, she hit the woman with a firearm, causing 6 stitches to her head. DaBrat was charged with reckless conduct, pleaded guilty, and was sentenced to 80 hours of community service, a $1,000 fine, and a year of probation. She also has a history of violence, like the incident with Shayla Stevens at a nightclub in Tucker, where DaBrat threw a bottle of rum at Shayla's head. Shayla sued DaBrat, and she was ordered to pay millions in damages, undergo substance treatment, a mental evaluation, and anger management. Shayla claimed the attack caused permanent scarring and brain damage, ending her career as a professional cheerleader and actress. To top it off, DaBrat still hasn't paid Shayla the millions she owes. So given her criminal past, DaBrat isn't exactly in a position to be calling out others for their wrongdoings. As we wait to see how this separation unfolds, let me know what you think. Do you believe Judy's criminal past caused the rift between her and DaBrat? And do you think DaBrat should be exposing Judy's alleged actions? Sound off in the comments below.